Lesson 3 is on solving two-step equations. The target for today's lesson is students will be able to solve two-step equations using reverse order of operations and check their solutions. For your bell work, there are 3 questions that review solving one-step equations with rational coefficients. Question 1, you need to determine which pairs do not belong, and numbers 2 and 3 are solving equations. Go ahead and pause the video to complete the bell work. Now that you have taken the time to try the bell work, let's go over the answers together. For question 1, when you look at the pairs, most of the numbers you're dealing with are fractions. Go ahead and change your 2 whole numbers to fractions. To write 4 as a fraction, you write 4 over 1, and same thing with 5. It becomes 5 over 1. Now that we have all the pairs written as fractions, take a second to compare each pair of fractions. What do you notice about their numerators and denominators? When you flip the numerator and denominator of a fraction, it's called the reciprocal. All the pairs are reciprocals except for one. The pair that does not belong is 3/5 and 5. 3/5, the reciprocal would be 5/3. For number 2, we have -4/7 v equals -8 2/3. We have a fraction coefficient, so we need to multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of -4/7 is -7/4. So we have to multiply that on both sides. These will cross cancel and equal 1. 1 times v is v. On the right hand side, before we multiply -7/4, we want to change -8 2/3 to an improper fraction. We know that it's negative, so we multiply our denominator and whole number. 8 times 3 is 24. Add in the numerator to get 26, and you keep it over the same denominator. So we have -26/3 times -7/4. Multiplying our numerators, we have 2 negatives, so our answer is going to be positive. 26 times 7 is 182, and 3 times 4 is 12. To simplify, we have to change it back to a mixed number. 12 can go into 182 15 times, and you have 15 times 12, which is 180. 2 left over, you keep the same denominator. We can simplify that one step further by dividing by 2, and we get 15 and 1/6. For number 3, we have -5w equals -24.5, and we're going to divide both sides by -5. This will cancel equal 1. 1 times w is w. A negative divided by negative is a positive, and 24.5 divided by 5 is 4.9. Okay, for the notes, a two-step equation such as 2x plus 3 equals 9 has 2 different operations, multiplication and division. Our multiplication is 2 times x, and our addition is when we add 3. To solve a two-step equation, undo the operations in reverse order of the operations. That means we're going to first undo any addition or subtraction. Before we multiply or divide. We have 2 examples that we're going to go through together. The first one is 2x plus 3 equals 9. When you split your equal sign, on the left-hand side, 2x plus 3, we want to get rid of plus 3. The opposite of addition is subtraction, so we're going to subtract 3 from both sides. 3 minus 3 is 0. 2x plus 0 leaves us with 2x, and that is going to equal 9 minus 3, which is 6. We have a 2 out in front, which means we're multiplying by 2. We want to do the opposite, which is divide. 2 divided by 2 is 1. We're left with x equals 3. If you want to do a check, you're going to plug in your value for x when you rewrite the equation. So 2 times 3 plus 3 equals 9. 2 times 3 is 6, and 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 equals 9, so we know we came up with the correct answer. For our second example, we have 4 plus 1/5 r equals -1. We want to get rid of this 4. It's a positive 4, so we need to subtract 4 from both sides. This will cancel, and we get 1/5 r equals, if we have -1 and we take away 4 more, we're going to be at a bigger negative, or -5. With the fraction coefficient, we need to multiply by the reciprocal. So we flip our fraction and get 5 over 1. That we need to multiply by on both sides. This side cancels to leave us with r, and we have -5 times 5, which gives us -25. 1 times 1, which is 1, and that simplifies to r equals -25. Go ahead and try the on your own problems, and we can go over those in class.